What intrigued me about Finland is that we really struggle to find good oats and gluten-free oats. And I was doing some reading on some of your companies, and you seem to offer that. Quite a few of you do offer that. A gluten-free oats and a normal rolled oats. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
As you know, gluten-free today is, it's actually not a health product. I don't know how you see it in Finland, but I think we have seen in the States and in South Africa, gluten-free is fashion. You're making a fashion statement. And our aim is to try and give the consumer a gourmet gluten-free experience. South Africa, we got a thing called Banty. Have you heard of Banty? Yeah, it's very big. But I think primarily for me here, I'm interested in the gluten-free and your oat products. We currently get oats from the UK, and we've tried from Lithuania, but I think the specs are not quite what we're up to, and it's a bit inconsistent.
Our background is in wheat milling, and then we broadened into maize, which you would call corn milling. And that's been the base of our business. And that's when our current strategy of broadening our footprint within the broader FMCG environment by focusing on branded products, where we can extract good profit margins, growth through into the adjacent categories and growth into other geographies. And then we would also look at strategic acquisitions in other countries that would help build our footprint. So if we wanted to get into value-added breakfast, and there was a good breakfast facility somewhere in Europe that would give us critical raw materials or ingredients that we could use here or in other markets, we would do that. It would have to be something that we could have a stronghold in that market and then export into surrounding markets and or South Africa.
Our strategy really in the food aisle is to have food there with a clear health benefit, and then also to support specialized eating plans, specialized diets, and things like that. Health drinks as well, and then also starting to move into I wouldn't say fresh, but shorter shelf life type goods. You would have seen that we've got a bakery offering now, gluten-free breads and things like that. We've realized that with the rand where it is, it's more viable to import direct and cut out some of the fat, in the chain. So it depends on the brand. If there's a nice, decent offering in the brand, I think we prefer to import direct, because then we can get it on shelf with better, more competitive prices.
So I'm actually in the process of looking for a 3-year deal to do about 3,000 to 4,000 ton per annum of oat flakes. So it's something that it's come at the right time.
We started the business almost as a mission in South Africa to get people to start thinking healthy. But what happened? The people now read their labels. They realize there's so many allergies, gluten intolerance, lactose intolerance, all those things. So we basically, because my dad wasn't 100% healthy those years, so we decided to change our lifestyle at home. We believe in very clean labels. We don't like too many ingredients in our products. Keep it as simple as possible and as natural as possible. The products we have focus on, we'll do breakfast cereals, but whole grain breakfast cereals. We try to stay away from white flour, white sugar, nasty ingredients basically. We have herbal teas, we have sweeteners like your xylitol, some fructose, some lot of honey. We also do gluten-free products, mixes. And we find that section of the business is growing. So many people are becoming gluten intolerant. Lactose free, we do soya milk powder without lactose, rice milk powder, we do an almond milk powder. So we have a range at the moment. We're obviously going to shape them a bit better, but at the moment we have a range of 500 products.
Pick n Pay is launching 2 new stores within the next 2-3 months, with a section within the store dedicated to a whole free from from chocolates to perishables to cereals.
Okay.
It started with oats and berries, and now they started adding it to other cereals, and the sales are picking up very nicely. The South African market is starting to enjoy berries in their
Yeah.
meals.
Okay.
The mass of our country, it's porridge based, but with our premium market that would buy into this type of product, it's muesli.
The likes of legislation, obviously sugar's come out as being a really bad thing. So there's a huge focus on reducing sugar, especially in stuff like cereal. Cereal obviously has been picked up as a product that has high sugar content, especially kids' products. And parents don't want high sugar content stuff for their kids anymore. Even something like low-fat yogurt has been identified as under the low-fat banner. It's just the sugar being in it. So to your point, sugar is a big focus for us in terms of reducing sugar across all our products.
Not a distant second, but we like to see ourselves as a close second. We do have the big brother of ShopRite Group. We have the ShopRite head office, which does help us because we piggyback off, you can just see in front of you, the type of marketing material we have as a food services independent. Even though it's our big brother, we do operate independently. We opened up in the Western Cape around 6 years ago, so we've been operating about 6 years in the Western Cape. We've recently opened up in Johannesburg. We have a Checkers Food Services in Joburg. And in this buyer's guide, that there contributes our business, that circle. So we are a one-stop shop. The biggest business in terms of market share is the restaurants and hotels, as well as bakeries. But we also have a key account segment here, which is catering business, which is very big and unique for your kind of brand coming into this market. The catering look after mediclinics and hospitals and medic facilities around the country itself. We like to we are a food services division of choice. We like to have alternatives. So there's no specific, we are talking cereal, funny enough. It's quite scary, you come here on the cereal side. So definitely, cereal is definitely an option. You know, we can certainly look at that. We can try and look to see if there's an opportunity we can import it directly from you, or if it's going to be more on a technical side, I will introduce you to the people at ShopRite so we can bring it in on our behalf, for example. Okay.
You can't get somebody to manufacture because they don't have the know-how. So we put in that know-how detail, and we manufacture these products for shipping, as I say, back to Europe, and they are handled by marketing companies over there. We do diabetic products, we do value-added products like where we've added herbals and so on to these products. Aloe vera, we use our local rooibos. And all of these ingredients have certain properties which make them desirable. So we develop products around that area. When I got a notice from you people that you were coming out here, I was quite excited. Oh, well, that's interesting. Let's hear what you can tell me about your gluten-free oats in particular.
Okay.
All these people, with respect, Tiger Oats and all of them, process wheats and they process different flours, so there is contamination. And I spend my life rejecting products, and then they've got to search and find till they find something that will pass.